Hi everyone, my name is Dennis Brown and I want to welcome you to MLMGrowthStrategies.com. Today we're going to talk about what exactly is residual income. What's this residual income that you hear everybody talking about? All right. The second thing we're going to cover is why is residual income important and why you need to build the residual income. And then number three, we're going to talk about how to build a residual income. We're going to give you some examples of how to build a residual income, okay? So we're going to start right out. To me, residual income, I define residual income as this: doing the work once and getting paid over and over and over again. So that means, say for example, you were to do something tomorrow that you would get paid on month after month, year after year. Pretty cool, huh? That's why residual income is so powerful, because you do the work once and you get paid on it over and over again. The analogy I like to use is this. It's like going to the gym one time to get in shape and then never having to go to the gym again because you just stay in shape, you can eat anything you want. That'd be awesome, right? Well, that's kind of like residual income, all right? The second part of this is this: why is residual income important? Why do you need to build a residual income, all right? So I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. Have you ever heard of anybody being downsized or laid off? Of course you have. Have you ever heard of anybody getting ill or injured and they couldn't work anymore? Well, of course you have. Have you ever heard of a company going out of business and laying everybody off and then everybody's out of a job? Yeah, everybody has. Just watch the news, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you to think about this. There's two scenarios. The first scenario is this. Here's what I want you to do. Clear your head for a second, close your eyes, and think about this. You get a phone call, and it's from your boss. And your boss says, hey, listen, I'm really sorry, but I just heard from the owners, and the company is shutting down. Now, you've been working for this company for a year, 5 years, 10 years, maybe even longer. All right? And they call you up out of nowhere, and the company is closing. Now, you don't know why. It could be any number of reasons. It happens every single day. How do you feel right now? Are you panicked? Are you nervous? Are you nauseous? Well, of course you are. I mean, why wouldn't you be? Who's going to pay the mortgage? Who's going to pay the car payment? Who's going to put food on the table, right? So now I want you to clear your head for a second. Let's get that out of the way, okay? Clear your head. And I want you to think about scenario number two. Scenario number two is this. The same exact scenario, your boss calls you up and tells you that the company you've been working for 10 years is now out of business and you're out of a job. But the difference is, in this second scenario, a few years earlier, you had decided to start a part-time business, something maybe you were working from home, and you built a residual income that exceeded your monthly expenses. I mean, it covered your mortgage, covered your car payment, covered your putting food on the table. All right. For some of you, that might mean $2,000 a month. For some of that, it might mean a lot more. It might mean $5,000 or more. All right. But you now have a residual income that covers those basic expenses. All right. How do you feel now? That's totally different, right? You now have options. You don't have to rush out and take a job that you hate like most people. You don't have to flip burgers. You're not on Skid Row. You know, your life is going forward. Your kids are still going to school, the mortgage is still being paid, and food's still on the table. Right? That, to me, is why residual income is so important. It's like an insurance policy, right? It's like an insurance policy for life. Because, let's face it, you know, we're not in the age of, going to work for a company and spending the next 20 or 30 years working there. That rarely happens anymore. Most people change jobs every 3 to 5 years, right? And some of that is voluntary, but much of it is not, all right? So residual income to me is like an insurance policy. That's why it's important, all right? So now we're going to talk about how to build a residual income. I mean, there are many ways to build a residual income. But let's make the assumption that you, number one, don't have hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars to invest in buying a business or buying real estate. All right, let's also assume that you're already working 1 or 2 jobs, or maybe even 3 jobs, and you don't have an enormous amount of extra time to invest in a business. All right, so I'm going to make those assumptions because that's where the majority of the world is. That's probably where you are at this point, because I think we've all been there. All right, so we're going to look at, say, a home-based business, something you can work part-time. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do. You can do consulting, something that you're good at. You could consult with other people. You could start an online business, right? You could start like a lawn care business, a cleaning business. I mean, the list goes on and on. There are hundreds of different businesses you can do. All right, but I'm going to tell you what my personal favorite is, and I'm going to tell you why. I believe that network marketing is the best way for somebody to work part-time from home and build a residual income. All right? And I'm going to give you a few reasons why. Number one is this. I'm going to ask you a question. Would you rather be paid 100% of your own efforts? I mean, whatever you can accomplish in an hour, a week, a month, on your own efforts, everything that you do yourself. Or would you rather get paid 1% of the effort from 100 people and make the same money, if not more? No brainer, right? Less work for you, same money or more? Why wouldn't you? That's what network marketing does. It allows you to apply leverage to your business. That's number one. Number two is you can build a residual income. All right, a residual income off of the use of the products and services that you promote. Whatever those may be, it doesn't really matter, all right? And isn't the reason why I'm talking to you about this, but ultimately it allows you to build a residual income that you can get paid month after month, year after year, decade after decade. Now this comes in regardless of whether you decide to roll over in the morning or roll out of bed, all right? It happens whether you're sick or whether you're healthy. It happens whether you're home or you're on vacation. All right? So the reality is residual income, network marketing allows you to build residual income. The problem with most jobs and with most home-based businesses is because you're still trading time for money. In true residual income, you don't do that anymore. What happens is you apply leverage and a residual payout that pays you month after month. All right, so those are just a few of the reasons why I believe network marketing is such a great vehicle to build a residual income. All right, so here's what I'm going to suggest. I don't care what business you choose. Find a business that can allow you to create true residual income. All right, and listen, I really thank you for tuning in. Before you go, if you haven't received my free report, the top 15 network marketing lead sources to grow your business fast, please check out MLMGrowthStrategies.com, and we'll talk to you soon. Stay tuned.